Doylestown Township Board of Supervisors Reorganization meeting of January 3rd, 2022. We have four individuals who are going to get sworn in tonight. Myself, Supervisor, Christopher Weissel, Johnny King Marino, auditors, and Sarah Tomlinson, tax collector. So we'll begin with me.
Might as well.
Okay? Where's Judge Duple?
Right there.
Oh, there he is. Hi.
All right, we're just handling some.
Have a Bible? A Bible?
Yeah. Where's the Bible?
Stephanie, do you have the Bible?
We do.
Okay.
Right over here.
I'm asking my daughter Alexandra to hold my Bible. Thank you.
Sorry. It's a powerful microphone.
Got that.
We're ready?
Ready.
All right, please repeat after me. I, Barbara N. Lyons,
I, Barbara N. Lyons,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of supervisor
and that I will discharge the duties of supervisor
in Doylestown Township,
in Doylestown Township,
Bucks County,
Bucks County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my family members who are here tonight, Dan, my youngest, and my sister-in-law, Candace, and all my friends who are here as well. Thank you and appreciate you being here.
I guess the next one is,
You want to do the auditors, Chris Weitzel?
No, I'm not at all. Let me go on this side. Right here.
Please repeat after me. I, Christopher Weisel,
I, Christopher Weisel,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
that I will discharge the duties
of auditor
of auditor
in Doylestown Township,
in Doylestown Township,
Bucks County,
Bucks County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Do Johnny King Marino? Nope, not here. All right. Sarah Tomlinson?
Pick a child, Sarah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Please repeat after me. I, Sarah Tomlinson,
I, Sarah Tomlinson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
of tax collector
of tax collector
in Doylestown Township,
in Doylestown Township,
Bucks County,
Bucks County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
may have already signed them, I don't know. sign something?
Judge, do we have to sign anything before you go?
Right there,
On the
Barb.
ledge.
Oh. Stephanie, do I give this to you? Yeah. Okay, we done? Okay. All right, everyone rise, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, congratulations to everyone who was sworn in tonight. All right, the first item on the agenda is any visitor or public comment tonight? Hearing none. Dan Wood and Nancy Santa Cecilia are on screen. Hi, Dan. Nancy? Hello. Hi. All right, this next meeting of this Board of Supervisors will be Tuesday, January 18th, 2022 at 7 p.m. The Board of Auditors are going to hold their reorganization meeting on Tuesday, January 4th at 10 a.m. The Township Administrative Offices will be closed on Monday, January 17th in honor of Martin Luther King's birthday. Christmas tree drop-off. It's time. Trees can be dropped off at the New Britain Road entrance to Central Park anytime until January 31st. Applications are now being accepted by the Doylestown Township Board of Supervisors for vacancies on various boards and committees, the Agricultural Security Advisory Council, Environmental Advisory Council, Friends of Kids Castle, Public Water and Sewer Advisory Board, and Veterans Advisory Committee. And there's lots of give the gift ideas. There's an American Cross Blood Red Drive at the Activity Center on Friday, January 14th, 2 to 7 p.m. You do have to register. And next is why we're all here, besides being all sworn in, is the reorganization for 2022. I'm going to step aside and let the solicitor take over the meeting while a new chairman is selected.
I have a limited role as to conduct the election process for the Board of Supervisors, select a chairman for the next calendar year. Is there any nominations?
I'd like to nominate Barb Lyons.
Is there a second?
I'd second that.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, all in favor of Barbara Lyons being chair for 2022, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.
Motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm going to turn the meeting.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I will turn the meeting back to you to do the rest of the reorganization.
I'm always honored to serve this board as the chairman, and I again appreciate all your faith that you show in this position and granting it to me. So thank you. All right. Next item on the agenda is election of the vice chairman. Is there a nomination for vice chairman?
I'll make a nomination for Jen Herring for vice chair.
I'll second.
Okay. Any other nominations? Or do we?
Yes, for
Any other
nominations?
other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Ryan Mannion for vice chair.
You want to second that?
I'll second.
Okay. So we have an election for Jen Herring for vice chairman. All in favor?
I would do a
Aye.
roll call, but go ahead. You got two. Then we'll hear what goes.
Two votes. And I'll call all in favor of Ryan Mannion. Ryan, aye, and the three carry: Barbara Lyons, Ryan Mannion, and Nancy Santa Cecilia for vice. And Ryan, you elected vice chairman.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Director of Public Safety traditionally follows the chairman's position. So is there a nomination for?
I'll nominate Barb to continue in that role of Director of Public Safety.
I'll second it.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
What was, Nancy, was that a yes?
Yeah, aye.
Yes, okay, thank you. All right, next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes for December 21st, 2021 meeting. Everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes?
Yes.
Any corrections, changes? Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion.
Yeah. First and second.
Motion Ryan, second Jen. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
What was that?
Both, two
All
ayes.
ayes.
Okay.
I said I too, sorry.
Okay. Okay, thanks, guys. All right, next item on the agenda, under letter C, proposed guidelines for supervisors, public meetings, and chairperson for 2022. We have seen these rules and guidelines for many years now. Any questions about the rules or guidelines? Any additions? Is there a motion to approve them?
I'll make the motion to approve them.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, next item on the agenda, designating boards' areas of responsibility for 2022. These are the liaison positions assigned to various boards and commissions. Starting with the Agricultural Security Advisory Board, Dan, that was your position last year. What is your intention for this year?
I'm fine staying on with it unless somebody else wants it. To be honest, there's not really a committee, so.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know. Yeah, I know we do have to do it, but the meetings are not in progress right now.
Okay, well, there's somebody holding the place then, right, Dan? All right, it's yours.
That's fine.
Okay, everyone okay with that?
Yep.
All right, Bike and Hike Committee, it was Nancy, and somebody else wanted to take that on?
I'd be willing to take on Bike and Hike.
Okay, thanks, Dan. And Dog Park Advisory Committee, was Nancy, Ryan?
I'm happy to take on the dog park.
Doylestown Township Municipal Authority, I would prefer to stay as that liaison. Everyone okay with that?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And Environmental Advisory Board, Dan, you want to continue on?
I'm ready. I'm okay with stepping back if somebody else would like to take that one on.
I would like to take that on, but just because it's in the same evening as Parks and Rec, and all our committees are wonderful, just out of convenience, I would like to have both of those committees if I do get in one of them.
So you want both then?
If that's possible.
Okay.
If everybody agrees.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Because you were Park and Recreation.
I was Park and
You're
Rec.
Park and Rec. Yeah, if you want to keep it, Ryan, that's fine.
No, that's fine. I'm
Just
kind
trying
of
to like get the one night.
Yeah, no, I get it.
There's a lot of these.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so,
So you have Jen
Environmental
Herring for
Advisory
the
Board.
advisory board, and you have her for Parks and Rec.
okay.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right, Friends of Kids Castle,
I would like to keep this.
okay. On the Local Traffic Advisory Committee, Ryan, you had that last year?
I'll continue with that.
Okay. Pension Advisory Committee, Jen, you wanted to continue with that?
If anybody else wants it, they can have it, but that's another one. I'd be happy to have it unless somebody else wants it.
I hear no volunteers, Jen.
All right, so I'll take it.
Thank you. Personnel Administration, I'm going to stick with that if that's okay with everybody.
Yep.
All right. Planning Commission, Jen, you want to continue with that?
I could stay with that.
Okay.
There were two people before, I thought, that were on.
We're not doing COVID.
Okay, you're not doing go, okay.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay, Public Safety, that would be me. Public Water and Sewer Advisory Board, Dan, that was you last year. You want to continue?
Yeah, again, I'm happy to keep doing it unless somebody else is really interested in sewers.
You seem the most interested in sewers, Dan.
And I've had my stint on the sewer board, so no, not me.
All right, that's I'll stay on.
Thank you,
that.
Dan. You want to do Roads and Bridges too?
I can. That's fine.
All right, that was your assignment last year, so you're willing to continue? Okay, great, thanks. Telecommunications Advisory Board, I was asked by the chairman to step in as liaison, so if everyone's okay with that, that's what I'm going to do. All right, and then Veterans Advisory Committee, this was started by Nancy this past year. Nancy, you want to, develop this committee?
Yes, please. Yes.
You got it. And then Ways and Means. Jen, you were Ways and Means last year. What are you thinking?
I'm getting a bit of a heavy load, so if anybody wants Ways and Means, I do love that committee though, so I'm happy to stay on.
It's a heavy load.
It's a heavy load I have on my schedule right now.
You can
nobody
give me back
else-
Park and Rec, But I think you're best suited for Ways and Means. I mean, I think you've done a.
Do you want to
great-
switch and just go back to Park and Rec and I'll take Ways and Means then?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
Okay,
It ruins my whole plan of sticking.
well, you did get the part where we have meetings at 7, not at 5, so.
Right,
so, yeah, okay.
I'll concede, it's fine.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Assignments are complete for the liaison positions. Township appointments for 2022, starting with number 1, going through number 20, beginning with the manager and ending with the traffic engineer. Is a motion to approve them in tandem?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. That seems like 5-0. And then the next item is appointments to boards and commissions for 2022. These would be our volunteer appointments, and they begin with the arborist through to vacancy board chair? No, through to zoning hearing board. Can we approve them all in tandem? 1 through 18.
I'll make that motion for 1 through 18.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
You need some more time?
No?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Nancy?
I said aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, set the administrative office hours, or is the next item on the agenda set for 2022 office hours and meeting dates? They begin with the Board of Supervisors and end with the Zoning Hearing Board. These are all public meetings. Wait, am I right? Yeah, beginning with the Board of Supervisors and the Zoning Hearing Boards. All the meetings are set out in this part of the agenda, and all these meeting notes will be on our website. So is a motion to approve the 2022 administrative office hours and meeting dates?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the designation of the depository, which is any official depository in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Do we have to vote on that?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 That was, okay, got it, I heard you that time. Next is the appointment to the Bucks County Tax Collection Committee representatives. Is Ken Wallace here?
He's not here, but
It was, last year it was Stephanie, Ken Wallace, and myself as second alternate. Does anybody else want to, we could keep that up, keep that going? Anybody want to be the second alternate?
I would be happy to be second alternate.
Because that's your,
That's my thing.
okay, you got it.
Okay.
I didn't do anything
Bring
last
home the
year.
bacon tonight.
I know, right?
usually Ken and I are able to attend.
I'm well committed.
You got it. Do we have to vote on that?
Yes.
Yes, is there a motion to approve those appointments, Stephanie, Ken, and Jen?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Now, we're going to certify the delegates to the state annual convention and establish one voting delegate. The delegates are as set out there: Barbara Lyons, Ryan Mannion, Jennifer Herrings, Nancy Santacecilia, Dan Wood, and Stephanie Mason as a delegate. We're all delegates, and now we need one voting delegate. Last year it was you, Jen.
I would like to continue to be the voting delegate. if
Anybody else want to be a voting delegate? Okay. All in favor of the delegates and the voting delegate? Jen, can I have a motion? I'll make that motion.
I'll
Provide a
second the motion.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Okay. Okay, appointment of Doylestown Fire Engine Number 1 Fire Police. There's a memo here from the chief, and the fire police are listed there. Do you have anything to say about it, Lieutenant?
Nothing.
Where is my fire chief? Does anybody have that in front of them? Yes. Nick Popchuk, George Erb, and Sam Casera. Is there a motion to approve the fire chief's appointment?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
I'll second.
Thank you.
We have 3 other people on the list on the other side.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Barbara Jean Wood, Gian Luizo, and Matt Howe. We add those?
Yeah, continue with
I'll
the
second
motion.
again.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Resolution 2363 is the next item, amendment to the fee schedule. There's a proposed resolution, and you see the changes in red on the 2022 fee schedule. Is there a motion to approve it?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent. All right, resolution number 2364, the 2022 compensation for professional services. You've seen the proposed resolution. Any questions about the resolution?
Nope, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. All right, now we're setting the current IRS mileage rate for effective January 1st, 2022. Is it changed, Stephanie?
Yeah,
It went up.
2 cents.
It went up 2 cents. Woo-hoo.
Yep.
All right, is a motion to approve the
I'll
current
make the motion.
mileage rate? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And the next thing that we do, that's really important for reorganization, is designate the official township holidays for the year, starting with Martin Luther King's Day, ending with New Year 2022 observance. All right, is there a motion to approve those holidays?
Motion to approve.
I'll
I'll
second.
second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You can pick.
Aye.
And then creation, well, we've had this Police Affairs Committee, and in 2021, Director of Public Safety Barbara Lyons was director of was on the Police Affairs Committee, Ryan Mannion and Jennifer Herring. Do you two want to continue to serve on that committee?
I'd like to.
Anybody else have a burning desire? Okay, good. All in favor of the Police Affairs Committee?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. All, can I just do that again? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Sleep is catching up with me. Okay, recommended treasurer's bond.
I'll make a
You
motion.
make the recommendation to the Board of Auditors who fixes the treasurer's bond.
We recommend it to be $3 million to the Board of Auditors and let them fix it. Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, there is no new business, and, okay, Mr. Marino, would you like to come up and be sworn in? Sorry. Would you like me to hold your Bible? Or do you want to hold the Bible yourself?
Please repeat after me. I, Johnny King Marino.
I, Johnny King Marino,
This might be in it. Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of auditor
of auditor
in Doylestown Township,
in Doylestown Township,
Bucks County,
Bucks County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this-
Okay, I'm going to run through the announcements one more time.
Barbara, can I ask a question before we move forward?
Sure.
So we have the building committee that we have 2 people sitting on the Board of Supervisors. Are we meant to vote on the people that are on the building committee as well?
No, I don't think we ever needed to do that.
You're not required to, Guy. Did you make that appointment last year?
No.
No, it was just, no.
I don't know how you effectuated that, but
It's just who was going to be on the building committee. That's what it was.
We had just volunteered to be on the building committee. That's how we had done it when we did the township building.
Can only have 2.
So I would just like to make a suggestion that maybe we only have 1 on the board, and then other supervisors can come in and actually see what's going on during the building committee, especially during this time when there's a lot of changes going. Just like the other committees, it's difficult to have 2 people on it with
I expect that's fine, but what we've been doing is just doing online with the architects.
Okay.
That's what's been.
Is there an issue with the the Sunshine Act issue with supervisors sitting in and attending if there's no decisions?
If there's no deliberation, and it's only information or fact-finding and no decisions are made, there's no reason why more than 2 people can't participate on a Zoom call.
Okay, so maybe that's the way we resolve it, that
Yeah.
we can just sit on the Zoom call if we want to.
But at some point, it's going to sound ticky-tacky, but at some point, we have to pick aisles
Yeah,
and floor coverings. So are we violating sunshine? If
I
we all
don't
agree
know
on
that that's
certain
a
floor-
meaningful decision that requires a decision at a public meeting. So if you're picking floor tile, I think I can suggest to you that if more than 1 person or 2 people participate, you're not violating the Sunshine Act.
okay,
That's pretty much what the decisions are right now.
okay,
And then eventually, this building committee will become something else, and it would be construction committee. And there's somebody in this audience that I'm not going to look at right now that I'm hoping will join that as a volunteer resident.
okay.
All right, I'm looking at
as
him.
long as
We're all
we
looking
have
at him.
access to being, at least witnessing what's going on in the meeting, I'd be
I think
happy with that.
I think that is definitely doable.
Okay, wonderful. All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, Jen. Where were we? Okay,
You were going down your announcements.
I'm going down the announcements. Board of Auditors are going to hold their reorg meeting tomorrow, January 4th at 10 a.m. We're next going to meet January 18th at 7 p.m. here. Township offices will be closed on Monday, January 17th, observing Martin Luther King's birthday. Christmas tree drop-off now until January 31st at the New Britain entrance to Central Park. Applications are now being accepted for various boards and vacancies on boards and committees: the Agriculture Security Advisory Council, Areas Advisory Council, Environmental Advisory Council, Friends of Kids Castle, Public Water and Sewer Advisory Board, and Veterans Advisory Committee. And then you can give the gift of life by participating in the American Red Cross Blood Drive on Friday, January 14th, 2 to 7, and you have to register. Okay. Any other business? Hearing none, we're adjourned. Thank you, everybody, and happy